Welcome to Had6 channel. In this video, we will look into lethargy. 19 nouns with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Number 1. Apathy. Which means lack of interest, enthusiasm, or concern. Apathy. For example, widespread apathy among students. Number 2. Sleepiness. Which means the state of being sleepy. Sleepiness. For example, long road trips cause fatigue and sleepiness. Number 3. Inaction. Which means lack of action where some is expected or appropriate. Inaction. For example, wildlife is threatened by government inaction. Number 4. Torpor. Which means a state of physical or mental inactivity. Torpor. For example, he spent most of the journey in a state of torpor. Number 5. Inactivity. Which means the state of being inactive. Inactivity. For example, don't suddenly take up violent exercise after years of inactivity. Number 6. Languor. Which means tiredness or inactivity, especially when pleasurable. Languor. For example, she clenched her jaw to kill the sultry languor that was stealing over her. Number 7. Sloth. Which means laziness. Sloth. For example, he should overcome his natural sloth and complacency. Number 8. Laziness. Which means idleness. Laziness. For example, it was sheer laziness on my part. Number 9. Tiredness. Which means the state of wishing for sleep or rest. Tiredness. For example, her eyes were heavy with tiredness. Number 10. Weariness. Which means fatigue. Weariness. For example, stumbling with weariness, she forced herself on. Number 11. Inertia. Which means a tendency to do nothing or to remain unchanged. Inertia. For example, the bureaucratic inertia of the various tiers of government. Number 12. Indolence. Which means laziness. indolence. For example, my failure is probably due to my own indolence. Number 13. Lassitude, which means a state of physical or mental weariness. Lassitude. For example, prolonged periods of lassitude which she ascribed to the heat. Number 14. Ennui, which means a feeling of listlessness and dissatisfaction arising from a lack of occupation or excitement. Ennui. For example, an ennui bred of long familiarity. Number 15. Idleness, which means laziness. Idleness. For example, we suffered a period of enforced idleness. Number 16. Drowsiness, which means a feeling of being sleepy and lethargic. Drowsiness. For example, these tablets often cause drowsiness. What do you think of these synonyms? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Moreover, you can follow the channel by hitting the subscription button.